So let's get started with John. John, are you ready for the stakeholder introduction? And you can move on to the dashboard review as well.
Sure.
Thanks,
Share.
John.
Are you seeing my screen?
Not yet.
Sometimes,
it flashed up and then went away.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little slow. I'm going to try it one more time. Now.
Yes, looks good.
Great. Thank you. So, good morning. I always start with the stakeholder introduction, which is my favorite thing to do on these calls. And I actually, first question is, why do we do it? Is to get to know others on the call, build some connections and collaboration, maybe get some ideas for new hobbies, get to spotlight somebody for just a few seconds, and it's just kind of fun. We asked this person what do they like to do to relax or unwind, and they said for right now, mountain biking is their thing. So that's pretty cool. Interesting facts. They are half Russian. They didn't say what the other half was. I assumed American. And when I put into ChatGPT to create a picture that depicted someone who's half American, half Russian, this is what it spit out. And I thought it was kind of cool, so I shared it. And they've been in EMS data for about a year. And they said that they like that every moment that we capture via data matters because the EMS environment changes so much moment to moment and setting to setting. So any guesses? I hope they're here. I've not seen them in, but it's Miss Christine Smothers from Case Western, who is a PhD candidate who's joining us on these calls. If you have not been introduced, take a second to scan this little QR code. We love QR codes. You can fill out the form from your phone. It takes about 30 seconds and then upload a picture directly from it. I'll also put the link in the chat as I always do, unless I forget. And I can introduce you too, and you can be the star for 30 to 45 seconds. The next thing I wanted to talk about, I usually do an update of some sort with the dashboard. And I've been putting this one off for over a year because I never know exactly what to show. But I decided to just bite the bullet and start talking about the cube. However, I'm not sure that I'm ready to do it live. So I've done them via recordings. So the first thing is, how do you get to the cube? So from the NEMSIS homepage, which this isn't the homepage, but the header is the same. So you go to view reports, state reports, EMS data cube, and I'll show you that. And then you hit connect to EMS data cube.
Wait, John, I'm sorry. Is Dipti, are you seeing the John screen or just the agenda? Oh, okay. So I think.
So is my screen being shown?
Yeah, it says cube intro on the top.
Okay, yeah. Good. Okay. So I'll continue. So once you've clicked on cube, it'll take you through connecting, and this is what it looks like. And you want to create. I'm going to go back, since we got stuck, I'm going to go back to the previous slide just to make sure that nobody's lost. All right. Starting from scratch. View reports, state reports, EMS data cube, and then click connect to the EMS data cube. So here's what you do from there. Connect to the cube. Go to design, OLAP report, and then connect to cube. OLAP report, connect to Cube. Okay. Make sure that you connect. I messed up the first time, so I wanted to show you. Make sure to click the red NEMSIS 1 year to date. So what is our question? How many respiratory distress via primary ICD-10 codes were reported 1 year ago to date? So this is a very simple report in the cube. So the first thing I suggest doing is always set up your filters. It seems backwards, but do the filters. So we were looking at ICD codes. So when you click that, it automatically puts it in the rows section, but you're going to need to copy that by just selecting it with your mouse and moving it to filters. Once you move it to filters, you can then search for what you're looking for. First, you'll want to click the double click so that you can select more than one thing. And then you'll click the search icon, which looks like binoculars. Then type what you're looking for. So we're looking for respiratory distress. You have to change some options first. So I like to use containing, and we need to tell it to search in the ICD code section. Don't hit OK yet, hit search. So this is what the search came up for, and the first three are what we're really looking for. Hit OK. But we don't have any data yet because we need to know the count. So this is when we go up to measures and select count. And we have completely finished our very first EMS Cube report. This was very, very simple, but I wanted to show you that it is usable and you can get good information out of it. From here, you could further filter it, by age or by region or even by date. But once you've got the basic information, it's all the same, count of events, filters, rows, and then, and dispatch, was there a dispatch delay? And destination, and unit information. Was it a paramedic unit that responded or a first responder? That's all able to be captured here. The cube does not do good with or statements. So saying respiratory distress or cardiac arrest doesn't work well. But we can get into that in another time. So with that said, if you are someone who has access to a state level cube, or even if you don't, if you'd like to help with the public level cube, feel free to reach out to me or submit a help desk ticket and request a little bit of training on the cube, and I'll be happy to meet with you and work with you. It is a good tool. You just really have to understand how to use it, and this is just very basic functionality. It'll also create pretty decent graphics, you can do a lot of stuff. You can export code out of it. You can save stuff as Excel files. It really is useful. It's kind of hard to go into it on a meeting like this, but I did want to at least show it and offer help to people who might want to use it more in the future. And with that, that's all I have. Back to you, Bengie.
Thank you, John. Thank you for the updates, and thank you for introducing our new stakeholder, or the PhD research student. The next agenda item is Jen Correa with a maintenance update. And Jen, you can go on to the next topic with the V351 rollout update.
That sounds perfect. Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. I am so sorry it is so cold everywhere. I will not brag about my temperature where I am. The maintenance update, we're actually in the last day of the maintenance update for January. This is one of those odd months where the fourth Wednesday happens to also be the third Tuesday Wednesday combination. So if you experience any issues in the last couple of days, that might be why. If you are still experiencing any issues tomorrow, just let us know. And as far as the V351 rollout, I think everyone got their email announcement. At least I hope you did. If you didn't, please reach out to the TAC and let us know. That went out via the MailChimp, which is what we're transitioning to. And everyone in the Google group should also receive those. But V351 is out. All of the information and the resources are available within the NEMSIS.org website. And if you are looking for anything in particular, let us know. And I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your day. And back to Bengie.
Thanks, Jen. Thank you for the updates. Lauri, if you're ready, I think we'll turn it over to you for the next 3 agenda items. The 2024 record submission deadline, the NEMSIS quarterly agency reports, and the save the date for the annual meeting this year.
Yeah, thank you, Bengie. I do have 3, but they are brief and all really exciting announcements. I think I got the good topics today. But first of all, we've been mentioning this, but just a reminder that we have set February 14th as the closure date when we hope to have all records submitted, all 2024 EMS records submitted to the national database. And hopefully you can remember as you're preparing for Valentine's Day for any loved ones that you love EMS data as much as we do. And if you can just work with your vendor, reach out to us if we can be of any help. If you know that there's records missing or that may have failed or need to be resubmitted, reach out to us and we're happy to help as well. So keep that date in mind, and thank you in advance for all your work in getting those records in on time. And then the second announcement, hang on, let me get to where I can forward here. There we go, is we have a new report coming out, hopefully in the next few weeks. We were hoping to share it today, but it's not quite ready through all the approval processes yet. But Casey on our team has been working to put together a report that is specifically written to EMS clinicians and agencies to help to educate them about the NEMSIS standard and how the data can be used at an agency level, and some examples of how to compare agency level data to national data to performance measures or other ways that they may find it useful. So look for that coming out. We will send it directly to EMS clinicians that are in our database. We will also send it to EMS state data managers, possibly just our whole database will receive it, especially the first one. And if you're a state manager, we'd encourage you that if you think it would be helpful to agencies in your state, to forward it on to them, or at least to individuals that would be interested in that information. So be on the lookout for that in your inbox soon. And then my last announcement, whoops, there we go. Are you seeing the red screen now? Okay. Last announcement is that we have signed a contract and can announce to save the date for our annual meeting, which will be next August, August 26th through the 29th. And we will be back at the same location we were this year at the Sheraton in Park City. We just got really great feedback from you all that you enjoyed that location, and we thought it worked really well as well. And they are willing to host us again next year. So we'll be at the same location a little earlier in the summer, so end of August. If you can put it in your personal calendars and your work calendars, we would love to see you all there. Any questions on any of those 3 topics? All right, I will put those dates in the chat in case you didn't catch it, and I'll pass it back to you, Bengie.
Okay, thank you so much, Lauri. As we get ready to move on to the next topic, I don't think I'm seeing Eric on the call, but I'll open up the open forum for now until he can join us. So if anyone has any topics or any other conversations you would like to have, the floor is open. Please feel free to come off mute or put it in the chat, and we'll leave it open for a few minutes. Or Clay, I'm not sure if you have anything you would like to share with the group while you're here today for open forum.
Yeah, no, I think we're okay. If folks don't have any questions, it can be a short call today. You can announce the upcoming meetings, and I think Eric will be busy for quite some time, so I don't think we need to worry about trying to capture him before.
All righty.
we move on.
Well, thank you, Clay, and thank you, everyone, for your participation today. We know you are extremely busy, and we appreciate you taking the time to take time out of your busy schedules to be with us today. Our next call will be in February, on the 12th, as you can see on the agenda, and the following call will be the second call of the month will be February the 26th. And the third call will be in March. We hope to see you all there. And I think, Chris, we're good to break out for the sessions, correct? To go into the breakout rooms?
Yes, I'll go ahead and open those up.
Thank you so much.